Hey guys, doing our update for the week. And normally I finish with saying thank yous. Um, I'm going to flip it around this week. Our friend Audrey started a GoFundMe for us just a couple days ago to help cover the travel costs um, for my treatment in Arkansas. And I don't have the words to say thank you to everyone who's helped. I feel I feel unworthy of the care and pouring out that you guys have done for me. And I have a really hard time accepting it. Um, but I'm grateful beyond words. Thank you so much. Updates from last week. Uh, Last time we spoke, I had just had my last treatment. And over the weekend, I got attacked by the hiccups again. They came back in furious fashion and were absolutely unrelenting. This is really frustrating. And I talked last week about coming to Arkansas for testing and treatment. Well, we're here now. I flew down on Monday, and we've been here getting testing kind of in a marathon fashion since Tuesday. Um, I had MRIs and bone marrow biopsies, and I even had to pee into a bucket for 24 hours and carry that thing around with me everywhere I went. Um, and the testing is going to continue in marathon fashion through Thursday night. I even have an MRI that starts at 9 p.m. Thursday night. Friday morning, I meet with the local myeloma specialist, oncologist, and he's going to look at all the data and put a treatment plan together for me to see what the best route is. Um, if I'm responding really well to treatment now, they may try to harvest stem cells and do a transplant sooner, or they may say, hey, we need to admit you today for care. Or they might say, hey, our beds are full and you don't have a full-time caregiver with you right now, so why don't you come back in 2 weeks? There's a number of things that could happen, and I'll know more on Friday what that looks like. But what I'll say is this: the level of professionalism and organization at this facility is absolutely blowing my mind. I had a full printout of my daily schedule from day 1 to day 4 before I even left my house. Dates, times, places, where do I park for this appointment and that appointment. It was all laid out for me. From the organization coming down here all the way through to the actual procedures. The folks here, they get roughly one new myeloma patient every day at this facility. They fly in from Italy and Venezuela and Abu Dhabi, and this is where people come. And because of that, they have the repetitions of the practice of doing things like the bone marrow biopsy. So the bone marrow biopsy, they take a long hollow needle like this long. It's got like a T handle on one side, and they numb up my hip, the skin, and then they go deeper and numb up the bone. They take this big T handle and crank down into my hip bone, and they take out this core sample of the bone. They pull that out, then they put this thing back in again, and then they draw out blood and plasma and marrow, called an aspiration of the bone marrow. It's a pretty gnarly process. It feels like someone took a ball peen hammer and went right on my hip. When I had my bone marrow biopsy in my hip back in January, the pain was pretty nasty. Jess says that she hasn't seen me in that much pain before. When I did it here, they're so practiced at it, and they know they just have a professional's touch, and it was half of the experience, half of the discomfort I had back home. So I can't be more grateful for being here and uh, the confidence I feel in the team here to get me the best possible care. But I'll say this, if I'm going to be a fringe case, someone that makes it 8, 10, 12 years, I need to do fringe things. And coming to this facility, to this treatment space, if I'm going to be a fringe case, this is where I need to be. I do want to say thank you to my friends that are watching over our house for us while we're away, and our family that's staying there to take care of our dogs and make sure everything stays in order. We wouldn't have been able to do this without you guys. And all of the people who have stepped in to help with the big things and the little things. Because if those little things aren't taken care of, they become big things. So I just want to say a genuine, heartfelt thank you to everyone who is reaching out to me, texting me, calling me, even like sending me silly, funny memes to make me smile. I'll let you know how this goes this weekend. And again, to Audrey and to everybody who has helped with the GoFundMe page, I don't have words to express how grateful I am, how much this helps. So thank you.